This is ILTV on the hour. We're bringing you the biggest headlines and stories live from the Middle East every single hour. I'm Shosh Bedrosian, and today is day 705 of the war in Gaza. Let's get into all the top headlines at this hour. Right now, we are tracking developing news coming out of the region as Israel struck a building in Doha, Qatar, attempting to assassinate senior Hamas leaders who have profited significantly from this war as their own people suffer in Gaza and have been a long-standing obstacle from reaching a ceasefire and a hostage deal. That's according to Israel. Israeli officials are optimistic they hit their targets, who were apparently meeting during the strike to discuss the current proposal on the table right now for a ceasefire deal. Now, Hamas says the strike killed 5 of its members, but failed to kill its senior leaders. Hamas provided no proof to this claim, as the state of Israel is still on edge to learn which Hamas officials were killed, as officials have not yet confirmed it here. Prime Minister Netanyahu spoke for the first time about Operation Summit of Fire hours after it took place, saying the decision to strike them came after Hamas took responsibility for the terror attack that killed 6 innocent Israelis, injuring dozens of more at a bus stop in Jerusalem on Monday. Take a listen to what else he said.
At noon today, I convened the heads of Israel's security organizations and authorized a surgical precision strike on the terrorist chiefs of Hamas. These are the same terrorist chiefs who planned, launched, and celebrated the horrific massacres of October 7th. They perpetrated the worst attack on the Jewish people since the Holocaust. Now, they were meeting in the same place, exactly the same place, where they celebrated this savagery almost 2 years ago.
And President Trump is now reacting to that strike, saying he is, quote, not thrilled with the operation. The White House confirmed the president and Prime Minister Netanyahu spoke after the strike began, but say they were notified by the U.S. military only as the attack was underway. Now, Trump reportedly sent U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff to warn Qatar of the impending strike with a phone call, but Qatari officials deny they were informed in time, stating the call came after the missiles hit. Now, this comes just days after President Trump issued a final warning to Hamas that was on Truth Social to accept the current hostage and ceasefire deal or face further consequences. The White House insists that the warning was unrelated to the strike. Take a listen to what else President Trump had to say.
I don't have to do that. I'm not thrilled about the whole situation. It's not a good situation. But I will say this, we want the hostages back. But we are not thrilled about the way that went down today. I'm never surprised by anything, especially when it comes to the Middle East. I would tell you this, I was very unhappy about it, very unhappy about every aspect. And, we got to get the hostages back. But I was very unhappy about the way that went down.
And President Trump also announced overnight that Israeli-Russian academic Elizabeth Surkov has been freed from captivity in Iraq, held by the Iran-backed Kataib Hezbollah group since March of 2023. She was reportedly tortured throughout her 2.5-year detention, according to the president. Surkov, a Princeton PhD student, was kidnapped while conducting research in Iraq. What you're looking at before was a proof-of-life video the group released more than 1 year ago, but no updates followed until now. She's currently safe at the U.S. Embassy. That was last night in Iraq, and is expected to be flown to Israel in the next coming days. Her family says she will undergo medical treatment similar to what is provided to the hostages released from Gaza. Israel's President Isaac Herzog thanked everyone involved in her release, especially Donald Trump, and called it a moving moment for the nation. She is an Israeli and a Russian citizen, with her sister being an American citizen. And that's a wrap here on ILTV on the hour. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next update. See you then.